this pastor was praying for people in 𝗨𝗶𝗳𝗃𝗲𝗍. Whereby I went to the pastor, praying for me. He told me I will marry him. I had only one son, that elder son. I will marry you, your son. I like you because you are somehow learned. You can even be a business lady. He used to support me a lot.
That time you were not married. You were just a single mom.
I was just a single mom. He told me that the wife died. The first wife died. So he didn't tell me that he was going for it. But in church, he decided I go to the nearest church.
And not go with him?
Yeah, the church he was going to is in Daystar University. So the wife, so who is this Monica? When he went to do the M-Pesa, Monica 250 almost every weekend, he called me with the phone of my husband saying, habari, our wife is calling me. Nikamwambia, give the owner the phone. I want to talk to the owner. No, I'm the wife. So I became shocked when this man has a wife.
And now, how did that conversation go after? Now she tells you.
Now he came. I asked him, somebody called me through your phone. And that person told me you are the husband.
And these 13 years, did he take you to his home?
Yes.
And they didn't even tell you that he has a wife? He took, who did you meet? The mother?
The mother was very old. A very old mama.
Did you meet anyone else?
The brother. He just welcomed me. Nobody said that one day he has a wife, because me, according to my conversation with my husband, he had told me that the first wife died. So I knew the first wife died, the children, he only has the children. And he had told me that he bought a land for the wife, so the children and in that land.
Okay. So what did he tell you when he came back and asked him, who is this that was calling me?
I was beaten thoroughly.
You asked him and he beat you?
Thoroughly. In fact, I have a mark here and in the stomach.
Now imagine this, as a single mom, going for prayers to a pastor. Then after the prayers, he tells you that my wife died and so I want to marry you. And because you trust him so much, you accept. He even takes you home. And then you even have children. 13 years later, you find out that he has another wife. And when you try to confront him, he beats you thoroughly. That's the story of Monica. Please listen and watch this story till the end. Then you'll be able to know how you can stand with Monica. My name is 𝗕𝗲𝗄𝗎, and this is the Purity Afya Show. Let's get started. So now, you are just a girl, and then you meet a pastor. Maybe you can tell us how you met this pastor, who you are married to, how the journey was. Just take us through the journey and how now you came to separate. Yeah.
Sometimes you look for prayers. So this pastor was praying for people in 𝗨𝗶𝗳𝗃𝗲𝗍. Whereby I went to the pastor, praying for me. He told me I will marry him. I had only one son, that elder son. I will marry you, your son. I like you because you are somehow learned. You can even be a business lady. He used to support me a lot.
That time you were not married. You were just a single mom.
I was just a single mom.
Yeah.
Then he married me. He stayed in 𝗨𝗏𝗧 for almost a year. Then he brought me to 𝗨𝗶𝗏𝗃𝗲𝗍. Then when we separated with him, when I myself rented a house here in Nakam.
You found that he had another family.
Yes. You know, when you have a phone.
Yes.
So one day he called me. He was sending me money. So the wife called me and asked me, when in Nani, I'm the wife to 𝗪𝗁𝗲. Are you the wife to Yes. He told me I'm the wife to 𝗪𝗁𝗲. Who are you? The lady even came to my house and greeted me with my children.
So by the time you're finding out he has another family, You already have children with him.
Yes, three of them.
Wow.
Yes.
So when you were leaving, he was telling you that he's going for work or
He
something?
told me that the wife died, the first wife died, so he didn't tell me that he was going for it. But in church, he decided I go to the nearest church.
And not go with him?
Yeah, the church he was going to is in 𝗨𝗲𝗃 University.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And now you lived with him for how many years before knowing that he had a family?
13 years.
For 13 years.
Yes, and I was undergoing. In fact, I have a mark here on the head.
So but he was not sleeping in your house every day?
Yes.
Of course.
He's a contractor. Sometimes he tells you he's an engineer of construction. He tells you they are at work in 𝗨𝗶𝗳𝗲, maybe 𝗨𝗁𝗲𝗃. He stays there in a month, he comes once. So if somebody tells you he's working somewhere.
So when he goes for a month, who is now pastoring in his church?
He's the one who was pastoring the church. He was going with the wife and the other, his church.
But he has never taken you there?
Yes.
Wow. So now, for 13 years, married to a pastor who has another family, but he doesn't tell you. So now let's get back to how you found out now.
Through the phone. He SMS'd me some money, 250 if I'm not wrong. So maybe
The wife
he was
saw.
inside the house. So
Yes.
the wife saw, who is this Monica? When he went to through the M-Pesa, Monica 250 almost every week, he called me with the phone of my husband saying, habari. Our wife is calling me. Nikamwambia, give the owner the phone. I want to talk to the owner. No, I'm the wife. So I became shocked. This man has a wife.
And now, how did that conversation go after now she tells you?
Now he came. I asked him, somebody called me through your phone. And that person told me you are the husband.
In these 13 years, did he take you to his home?
Yes.
And they didn't even tell you that he has a wife? Who did you meet? The mother?
The mother was very old. A very old mama.
Did you meet anyone else?
The brother. He just welcomed me. Nobody said that 𝗨𝗶𝗃 has a wife, because me, according to my conversation with my husband, he had told me that the first wife died. So I knew the first wife died, the children, he only has the children. And he had told me that he bought a land for the wife, so the children are in that land.
Okay. So what did he tell you when he came back and asked him, who is this that was calling me?
I was beaten thoroughly.
You asked him and he beat you?
Thoroughly. In fact, I have a mark here and in the stomach.
That was last year?
That was last year. Not before last year.
2023?
Yeah. Then after that beating was so serious, I shifted. So I came to stay alone.
Oh, so now he didn't explain anything, he just beat you?
Yeah.
And then you decided to come and live with your children?
Why are you asking me? Are you here to stay, or are you here to ask me questions? I'm not doing wrong. Somebody called me and he told me, have you been I brought you here in this house to investigate me, or I was helping you.
Is he still a pastor?
Yes, he's still a pastor.
Of course. Okay, I don't know what to say, because
Still a pastor.
so where does he pastor?
He used to pastor in 𝗨𝗲𝗃, but he's an engineer, a man with money. And since I departed from this man, and whatever the life I passed through the man, I've never even not even a single day missed going back on following where he passed us.
So when you left, did he ever get in touch with you, ask about the children?
Never up to date.
And you didn't change your line?
I changed immediately.
Okay.
Yes.
Wow. So sorry about that, because you are a single woman someone taking advantage of your situation and getting married?
Really, really mysterious to me. I used even not to get out of the house. When you just get out of a house, talking with anybody outside, you will be beaten. And it was a hard life.
So that was not the first time he was beating you.
No, he used to come, maybe you are outside, maybe a child is sick. So we'll go outside to look for medical help. When you go outside, you have to greet even the neighbors you are passing. Once he comes and gets you, you will be beaten thoroughly. Thoroughly.
Did you question yourself about
I
God?
used to even not,
Because
I really questioned myself. Nah, I really wanted to get even 1,000 shillings to go back home.
But
But hiyo pesa ingefika.
he couldn't give you.
Yeah, no, even me, even to look for somebody who can help me 1,000 shillings, I go back to my home.
You couldn't call anyone.
Now, by the time I was there to his house, when we communicated with the wife, he took to the phone and went with it.
So how did you get out of that house?
It is God. I remember one day very early in the morning, he came and he overslept. When he overslept, we had decided, me and my elder son, to take out some few things outside, clothes, small clothes, and that's how I survived.
So he was locking you there. You were not doing anything.
I did not even greeting a woman
For
outside.
13 years you were in
Yes.
literally house arrest.
Yeah.
Were you scared?
Yes. I used to be scared. You cannot even greet a neighbor. A neighbor.
Were the children going to school?
Yes.
Wow. So now, I hope this has not made you think twice about God, because this is a pastor who is,
I really hate pastors in church. When I go to church because of only God, because I want God, but pastor, anybody calling himself a pastor, is out of my mind.
so how are you feeling now?
Due to, sometimes you can see you have a lot of problem, you alone. But when you get a friend, he shares. You feed yourself, self, you start healing your soul. Hata afadhali yangu.
Yeah.
Better mind.
But right now, like, there are those things that you'd like help with. What would you like, maybe to live a comfortable life even with your children?
If at all, you can just get somebody who can really help assist me in the education of my children who are left. And then a business who can boost me the business.
What business idea maybe do you have?
I thought of, mostly my heart is on, if I can get a portion, labor it, and then I keep on with this work of speaking out, telling mothers not to keep quiet, to speak out. Could I have spoken out what I was undergoing on that pastor, my life could it be the same? I think my life
Maybe
could
you would
have
not even
changed.
be alive
Yeah,
today. Thank you so much,
but
Monica.
because of keeping, so I like
Yeah.
telling mothers, advocating, let them not keep quiet. That's why when we came here, we gathered this team you've seen, and we decided to bring an office that will be dealing with genuine questions, genuine
Only,
problems
only,
only,
yeah,
but not fake
yeah,
whatever.
yeah,
SDBV and GBV.
yeah.
So that thing is really happening.
Thank you so much, Mami, for talking to us.
Yes.
Um, we love you
Yes.
and we are praying for you. And as long as God has kept you alive, we know that your story is changing and it's changing for good.
Amen.
Thank you so much, Mami.
Thank you.
All right, and yeah, that has been Monica. You've heard her story. You're watching and you're in a position to support her, or you know someone who can support her. Please share this with that person. subscribe also, because when you do so, what you are doing is that you are helping us amplify the voices of women like Monica. Thank you so much for watching. I am Purity Musenzuki. Bye bye for now.